Alright, we are live. I didn't get everything done that I wanted to get done this morning. I filmed one short, I filmed one YouTube video, but I think maybe the secret is I need to maybe start focusing on less but making them higher quality. I'm not sure. I've been enjoying making a lot of content. I've been making 3 shorts and 2 videos a day, but honestly, that might be too much, and I'm not entirely sure if people even want to watch that much content in such a short amount of time. So I don't know. I work hard. I really work hard, and I really want to grow my YouTube channel, and I really want to get better at trading. So I'll do what it takes, but I'm just not sure if I should make the videos higher quality and make less, or continue with 3 shorts, 2 YouTube videos a day, but just try and get them done. So I'm not sure, but anyway, the market is moving. We gotta take a look at price action and talk about what's going on. So let's take a look at it. First, I gotta get my trading stuff pulled up, so just give me a second. This just might be a minute, but once I get this pulled up, I will take a look at the charts. Now, I know yesterday I was completely wrong about the bias, but the thing with that is every day we are getting a little better, and the only reason I was wrong about the bias was because I didn't see some plain and obvious equal lows. Now, I have a way I'm not ever going to miss that ever again, because I just put on this indicator which pops up any equal highs and equal lows, so that hopefully will save me so much of the time when I don't see them. I need to be able to always see the equal highs and equal lows, because if I don't know that there's equal lows in a direction, it will mess with me, right? And I have to be able to constantly see where the equal lows and equal highs are, and this indicator essentially saves me. So I'm very happy about that. But anyway, I got my trading software up, so just give me one more second. Okay. Alright, we should be good. So I don't know why it's kind of laggy. It's kind of annoying. But anyway, I think probably because I just need to refresh my chart. Let me just close out of TradingView, because I did load like a ton of I loaded like the 1-minute chart going back like 2 weeks, because I was just kind of looking for trades I could recap for my video. So it's probably because so much data was loaded at once. So if I refresh it, yeah, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. Okay, so let's talk about what's going on. The hourly chart looks ugly, right? It just looks ugly. To me, this seems like we are preparing for something bigger coming later this week. Seems like we are generating liquidity for something bigger, and this is an interesting week because it's one of like the only weeks I've ever seen where we have some kind of red folder news every single day of the week. It's crazy. And I did not think yesterday was going to be so good, because we had Powell speaking in the afternoon, and apparently for some reason it was good. So I might just start trading just based off of how the actual market looks, because I've seen so many good days where there's been no news, and I've seen so many bad days. Good days where you would think it would be bad, but in the morning the price action is actually really good. And so I mostly just want to, like, from now on, trade based off of how price action actually looks, instead of trying to play guess, like I mean, sometimes it's just kind of like common sense. You just kind of know, like, if price action looks good or if price action looks bad, whether or not you should be trading. And that's just something that you get with experience. So as I get better, I'm going to know, hey, not to trade this or to trade this or whatever. So, anyway, let's take a look at our session ranges. Now, yeah, like I said yesterday, we were wrong with the bias. I thought we were going to go run. Let's go look at the chart so I can get this right. I thought we were going to go run this previous day's high. Okay. And we actually went and ran previous day's low. So I think from now on, I should mark out both previous day's high and previous day's low, just so in case we get some kind of inverse back to the downside, then we have a different target, right? Because you need to have a target for both ways. You need to be prepared. I'm not going to always have both marked out on the chart, but I will be able to be prepared to switch my bias and to switch my draw on liquidity if we do get some kind of, like, let's say we get some kind of 15-minute inverse back to the downside. I want to be able to switch my draw on liquidity and be able to do it in a short amount of time. But yeah, if the draw on liquidity was to the downside, I'd probably target this previous day's low. But if we're going to the upside, I'd probably target this previous day's high, right? So we're going to take a look at the charts and really understand, like, a little bit more whether we should be expecting upside or downside today. So we're going to take a look and see. So I would just call this a swing high, since this isn't really the previous day's high. It was the 2 days. It was high from 2 days ago. You can see here. So yeah, this is swing high here. So we're just gonna mark that out here. Swing high. Let's mark out London and Asia. We have London from midnight, 20 until Asia from 20 until midnight. So here's Asia. Until midnight. I don't know if you guys know what Locktober is, but it's like it's like the same. It's like where you lock in for like 1 month and really like focus on what you're trying to accomplish, and also kind of has to do with like NNN. It's like combined with NNN, and I'm mostly focusing on like the Locktober side of things. I'm trying to lock in on my YouTube channel, and like it's also called like winter arc. So like you basically set like 3 months where you just focus on yourself and you just tune out all the other noise and you just focus on the grind. And I'm just like, I'm so excited because like I've been going to the gym every day. I'm working hard on my YouTube channel. I have a feeling if I can keep this up. Hey bro, what's up? I'm going through that right now. I have to actually look at the chart first. So, I'm drawing out Asia right now, 20 until midnight. So Asia, we got London from 2 until 5. What are you thinking for today so far, bro? For the bias, I'm still kind of charting things out. London. So we've swept London's highs, so that's interesting. That's the first thing I'm noticing. We have possibly London's lows as a draw on liquidity. Let's see if we can get my equal lows indicator to actually work, because that equal lows indicator would have saved me so much yesterday. Seriously, like, I was wrong about the bias yesterday, but it was only because I didn't see equal lows, and so I was like, you know what? I just need to have an indicator for that. Like, there are indicators that tell you where equal lows and equal highs are. I just need one. So I got one yesterday, and it actually is pretty nice. Like, it doesn't show up all the time because there's not always equal highs and equal lows. Like, I guess there's not any right now, but when they do pop up, it's super nice because you're just like, oh, I don't have to go look for them. I mean, you still want to look for them because, you know, the indicator could be wrong. But it's nice to have. We need to find some equal lows and equal highs. If you see any equal lows or equal highs anytime, anyone in the chat, if you see any equal lows or equal highs, definitely let me know, because if I don't know about equal highs or equal lows like yesterday, it will screw up my bias completely. Like, I need to know if there's equal lows or equal highs somewhere, you know? Yeah, so this is interesting. We got to figure out what kind of daily profile this could be as well. But we got London's lows, London's highs, Asia's highs. Let's try and figure out what other draws on liquidity we could possibly have, right? So let's see here. So yeah, there's this swing high. So this on the daily chart, so this is a high on the daily chart, right? It's not previous day's high. This would be previous day's high. So it's 2 days ago, but it's a swing high, so I marked it out. Let's also mark out previous day's low, because maybe we come down and sweep previous day's low before going higher. You know, we got to mark everything out, so we're going to mark out previous day's low. I mean, low of day, so it's the low of day, of the day. Low of the day. And that also lines up with Asia and London's lows, pretty much. So that is interesting. This seems like a decent liquidity pool here, but I could be wrong. But like, think about, you kind of have to think about the market sometimes, like, from a range standpoint, right? Like, where's everyone buying and selling? Well, people are, so like, for example here, people are buying and selling in here. So where's the liquidity? The liquidity was all through here. Liquidity was generating all through here. So the market ran through these highs. So you kind of just have to think like common sense sometimes. Like right now, I see kind of liquidity on both sides. You have this and you have this. I mean, we're just going to kind of have to wait and see what kind of setups we get. But we could really play at both sides. We're just going to have to see, to be honest, especially because my weekly profile so far is kind of, it's not so clear what's going on. If I zoom out and try and figure out the weekly profile, like, I'm going to go to the daily time frame. Oh, I guess actually, you know what, guys? Did we just hit this daily order block? Oh, shoot. So we just pushed into a daily order block. This is actually interesting. So this daily order block did support price here, and we are moving higher. So my weekly outlook could be wrong this week, guys. Because why did we perfectly react off this daily order block? You see how this is like a perfect reaction here? This is the daily order block. We push into this daily order block, got a perfect reaction. Seems to me like this could actually be that one weekly profile where it's, I'll show you guys the weekly profiles here. Weekly profiles. I'm gonna pull up AM Trade's video on this because I think it's really, really good. AM Trade's weekly profile. So you can see here we go. I'm gonna mute my mic so you guys can listen to this.
Unlock the world's largest, most liquid financial market with Forex.com.
Here we can see a bullish classic expansion week with the clear open, low, high, and close of the week.
So this is what I think we could possibly be getting, right? Where we have Monday trades down into a 4-hour or higher PD array. In that case, it was that daily order block, right? This is just all hypothetical because I'm not I'm not like saying this has to be the case, right? But I'm just theorizing here because we did react off that daily order block, which is a very clear high time frame key level, high time frame PD array. So just trying to like keep my options open. I know I wanted to be bearish this week because we did go into this sell side fair value gap here, but with us moving off this daily order block like this, it makes me unsure that we are gonna go down right away. Like, why did we react off of this? So we're gonna keep our options open here, but you can see we did get a essentially a perfect reaction off this daily order block here. Pushed into this daily order block, boom, and we swept out this low as well. So you can see this push into this daily order block was also a sweep of this low. So could it be possible we come down and sweep out the low of the day before continuing higher, or maybe we just go straight up? We're gonna keep our options open. Let's go on the 15-minute chart, kind of look at what's going on here. So on the 15-minute chart, are there any fair value gaps that have been violated on the 15-minute chart? It's not super clear. Yeah, midnight until, no, 20 until midnight, 2 until until 5. So it does look like we swept out London's highs, right? So this, I mean, clearly this is some kind of sweep of London's highs. So we're gonna mark this out. So sweep of London's highs, and like we did get a market structure shift here, right? Like this is clearly at this low, you clearly got a market structure shift. I mean, this is kind of like the breaker structure, but this is the market structure shift. I don't know, like I would consider this the market structure shift. Okay, this is more of like a breaker structure, but this is market structure shift. So market structure has shifted to bearish. So let's go on the 1-minute chart. Yeah. So we have now, we have this 15-minute fair value gap. This 15-minute fair value gap. If you see any equal highs or equal lows, let me know. Let me know. I guess this is kind of like a BPR here, so that's important to keep in mind. Okay, let's try and think here. Looks like there was a trade here. Maybe not necessarily a trade I would take, but we had this 1 minute inversion back to the downside, and we took out these lows here after sweeping this buy side liquidity. Price action is decently choppy right now, so like personally, I wouldn't consider even taking a trade until we get some better price action, because this is not so good price action. Not good at all. I want to see bigger candles and less chop. This isn't great price action. But yeah, honestly, we're just watching price right now because it's not exactly clear. It's not. I'm not getting any clear signals right now for either side, so we're just watching. We are reacting off this like BPR. This BPR. After sweeping here, I'm just kind of marking things out. This doesn't mean anything. If this is like, if it comes back up, then like, it doesn't really mean anything. I'm just kind of like looking at what I see here. So swept buy side. We got this BPR. After getting this market structure shift. Oh, we gotta check for SMTs, dude. What am I doing? This is like one of the most important things, the SMTs. So, 704, 712. I have to like get in the routine of genuinely checking SMTs all the time. So 704, 712. 704. So this was a lower high. This was. Oh, what? What the heck? 706, 712, 706. So they're both a lower high. Okay. So no SMT there. Did we have any SMT with like Asia's highs or anything? So this 22, 22 and 7. 22 and 7. So this was a high, lower high. High, lower high. Okay, no SMT with Asia's highs. Let's take a look at with London's highs. So we had 4 a.m. and 7 a.m. 4 a.m. and 7 a.m. So a higher high. So both have a high. Both made a higher high. This BPR is showing us a reaction here. Curious, maybe we got an SMT here, 804 and 827. Oh, guys, okay, here we go. We got a bearish SMT here. We got 804, 827. This made a lower high, and we got 804 and 827. This made a higher high. Okay, guys, so we got SMT. Then we got pushed into this BPR, and we were reacting off this BPR after we got an SMT here. So, this is telling me that, like especially because we got this market structure shift, that we might be headed lower here. So we're gonna mark out this SMT. That SMT is nice, honestly. Let's check for a low time frame SMT as well. 903, 910. Oh, yo, what the heck? 903, 910. You see, this was a low time frame SMT. 903, 910. See that? 903, 910. So this, guys, this dump was totally like, I'm trying to think of the word. Like, you could have seen this dump happening here because we got SMT here, sweep, BPR, and then another SMT with this 903 and 910 high. So this dump was very much expected, I guess you could say, right? Because we got SMT here, 903, 910, 903, 910. Yeah, 903, 910, 903, 910. Okay. So yeah, I'm honestly expecting us to start to run some liquidity here, because look at how much liquidity we have. This is insane. Like genuinely, like so many lows here that are unprotected. We're probably gonna run that at some point, right? Just a matter of when. And with this SMT and this SMT, I could see it happening soon. This is kind of like a low time frame sell model here. So we'll just have to see. And also, you can see that we went into, if we measure this range here, another reason this trade was good is this BPR was just barely in premium. You can see how we pushed into this BPR, which was just barely in premium. My guess is the London lows are the drawn liquidity, but I could be wrong. I'm not entirely sure about the drawn liquidity yet. But look, measure from low to high. This BPR is just barely in premium, and we are possibly going to run these lows now, it looks like. So, very interesting, very, very interesting. And then also, if we measure from here to here, this BPR is still in premium, and we are possibly running these lows now. Dang, that happened fast. Yeah. I wish I caught this like 10 minutes earlier, because we definitely could have seen this move down before it happened. Not like there's really much of a trade here, because there's not really an inverse for value gap. I mean, yeah, there's not really an inverse for value gap. There's this for value gap, but that's too small. I mean, I wouldn't take this. Yeah, I would not take that. But this entire like move down was very, I'm trying to think of the word, possible to see ahead of time, with this SMT here, this SMT here, push into a BPR in premium after this market structure shift, after sweeping London's highs, pushing into this higher time frame fair value gap. This move down was very possible to see ahead of time. And like I said, there's so much liquidity here. All this is liquidity. So we're running through these stop losses right now. We're just running right through these stop losses. People getting stopped out on this move down here. So yeah, like I said, it's very important. Like this BPR being just barely in premium is like a big deal, because if this wasn't just barely in premium, this would not be as good of a trade. But because this BPR was just barely in premium, it makes this trade so much better, especially because it's in premium of both of these ranges, right? From this low to this high, and from this low to this high. The BPR is sitting in premium of both of these ranges, so that is very, very nice. You can see we are still dumping. Wow, that's crazy. And I bet you we might even go straight down to London's lows. So maybe what I might be looking for, right, is if we get this sweep of London's lows and Asia's lows, and then possibly a clear market structure shift back to the upside, I'd possibly consider taking some longs, because this is, like I said, this was a daily order block. So this very much possibly is a market maker buy model on the like 4 hour time frame here. This 1 hour time frame. This could be a market maker buy model, because the bottom of it was this daily order block. We had to push into this daily order block. So very possibly that could be the case, but we're just going to keep watching. Low of the day does seem to be the draw on liquidity now. We have moved from from premium into discount. So we will see if we can continue to get this move down, or if maybe we get held up by this BPR here. But with sweeping London's highs now and then getting a reaction here, I would expect us to take out London's lows at some point. So we'll just have to see. I'm going to get some water. Alright, I'm back. I can't believe that overnight, I got, there's like 2 subscribers overnight from 130 to 132, and then I like stopped checking it for like 1 second. And then, okay, wait, we should probably look at the chart. I'll tell you guys in a second. We got a possible trade. I mean, I'm not gonna say this is a trade yet because it's kind of happening kind of fast, but you can see, I would want to see some kind of push into this. I'm not saying this is a trade. I'm just saying, let me look here. Yeah, I wouldn't take a trade like this. Because the clearly the draw on liquidity is London lows, but yeah, I don't know why I said that. I'm sorry, guys. This is not like necessarily a trade. Draw on liquidity is clearly London lows, but like my point with saying there could have been a trade is this is just like a giant BPR. As you can see, price is forming some kind of reaction off of that BPR. But anyway, I'm gonna keep talking about what I was talking about. So it was like, it's crazy. It was like 2 subscribers overnight, and then I like went away and stopped checking it for like 1 second, and then it was like another 2 subscribers right after that, and it was like I was at 134 after at 7 a.m. this morning, and I was like, or 6:30 or whatever. I mean, 6:30 my time, 9:30 Eastern time, and I was like, dang, what the heck? Like, how did that happen? You know, I was really happy about it. Okay, so we're getting an inverse back to the downside, possibly. Okay, this is an inverse back to the downside. Possibly you could take this targeting London lows. I'm not, we're not delivering from a ton, but you could take this, possibly. Just kind of look and see. It didn't close. That didn't really clearly close below, so that wouldn't be an entry. And we're also not delivering from anywhere necessarily, so like, where would I put my stop loss? If this were to close below, I don't know. But in general, we did not close below, so this would not be really valid. And we are holding this gap So this, okay. So this is kind of telling me that this could be bullish if the candle bodies are holding this gap. We're just gonna have to see and wait and see. I'm not gonna rush into anything. Actually, yeah, I don't think we're bullish. I take that back. Because look, this is like clearly this is a sell model here with, I feel like, London lows being the target, so. Just watching. Just watching. Okay, so looks like this 1 minute fair value gap's holding. We'll see. Maybe not. Like, I don't really care. This isn't really like a trade either way, so I don't really care. But like, what I mean to say is, this is a sell model, so I do see us coming down and going down to London's lows at some point. That's what I would expect. And previous day's low, so. I believe that's low of the day, sorry. Low of the day. Yeah, that's low of the day. That's what I meant to say. Nice. Yeah, very possibly these could be the drawn liquidity. So I did some research on the silver bullet yesterday, and I'm feeling like I understand it a lot better. Essentially, what you're looking for is in this what is it? Is it 9 to 10 or 10 to 11? Let me see. Silver bullet times. Okay, so for New York session, it's 10 to 11. So you're looking essentially for a fair value gap to form between 10 and 11, and then you take that fair value gap to the clear drawn liquidity. In this case, we had this fair value gap here. And this fair value gap has it's not between 10 and 11, but this fair value gap has shown a very strong bearish reaction here. So, especially because it makes sense, because this is a giant sell model so far. From what we can tell, this is sweep of London highs, market structure shift, SMT, push into a BPR. Seems like it's a low time frame sell model, but we are going to keep our eyes out and we're going to keep looking. And yeah, very possibly London's lows could be the drawn liquidity. We are just going to keep watching though. But you can see how, yeah, very clear disrespect of this 5 minute fair value gap here, and oh my gosh, wow. Okay, 1 minute time frame. We're gonna look for SMTs here on the 1 minute time frame. 930 high, 918 high, 930 high. So you guys can see here that this 918 high and this 930 high, this was a higher high. Oh, they're both higher highs. Sorry. 915. I wonder if this is a lower high. Okay, no SMTs on here. 925. Yeah, I don't see actually an SMT with that, so. But we did reject this 5-minute bearish gap. So now it looks like we are possibly targeting London's lows here soon. This does seem like the sell model is continuing here. And whoa. Holy crap, yeah. Wow. Almost there. So I'm we should hit London's lows pretty soon. There we go. London's lows. Our previous day's low hit. Oh my gosh. Wow. So you can see how these SMTs and this sell model after this market shift fully predicted this move down. Was that news? Was that news? What the heck? There's not even news. That was just market open. That was literally just market open. But the thing is, market opened here. So why did it take 2 minutes for that to happen? Oh my gosh, we need to see some price action develop a little bit more, but wow. That was crazy. Went straight to our drawn liquidity target, guys. Went straight to our drawn liquidity target. Previous day's low, we said that was possibly the drawn liquidity. And now we are moving lower. So, if this is that high time frame market maker buy model, I just don't know if it is, because yes, we reacted off the daily order block, but we are bearish. Remember, we reacted off this sell side fair value gap. So honestly, no. Now that I think about it, yes, we react off the daily order block, but of course we're going to react off the daily order block. That doesn't mean that it's a buy model. That's just a temporary support. So I'm more interested to know if this is, yes, we react off that, that daily whatever, blah, 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 but, I'm more interested to know, see if we react off that daily order block, but of course we're going to react off that. That doesn't mean that it's a buy model, right? On the weekly, you can see that we push into this weekly fair value gap. So yeah, this, like I said, this is the mean threshold, right? We're going to pull up the mean threshold here. And we reacted essentially perfectly off the mean threshold. So this is very clearly a sell model. I mean, it's maybe just a little off, but it's also probably because I measured it wrong, right? But anyway, this is that weekly mean threshold here, and the sell side, what's it called? The sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency, like around the midpoint, right? So mean threshold. So honestly, guys, I'm not expecting that anymore. Oops. I actually want to keep a lot of that, so I need to not get rid of that quite yet. Honestly, guys, this seems like a giant market maker sell model on the daily time frame. This seems like low resistance liquidity here. And like I said in my weekly outlook, I see us going to this weekly imbalance as the first area that price is being drawn to. So this weekly fair value gap seems to be the draw on liquidity to me. Okay, going down to the 4 hour. You can see this was a BPR here. So BPR. Bearish BPR. Now I'm curious, 18 o'clock high, 6 o'clock high. What the heck? Oh, you guys, it's also worth noting, we got this like monthly SMT where we had this high and then this lower high. I mean, this isn't like confirmed yet, right? But if this holds, this giant thing will be an SMT. So if we do have a move down here, this will be an SMT. So I think that is interesting to keep in mind, right? If this holds, this will be a weekly SMT here. So we're gonna have to see if that holds or not. I do think we are going to continue lower. So looks like we are going to previous day's low right away. Wow. Previous day's low is clearly the draw on liquidity. Maybe we're gonna get it right now. That'd be crazy. Are we gonna get it right now? Wow. We're not even 10 minutes into the market yet, and we already almost hit this. So, this is not clear. I do think this is the draw on liquidity now. Previous day's low. So now, what this feels like to me at this point is this is more seeming to me like a liquidity void. And at this point, so I know that we marked this all out and stuff, but it's not really useful to us anymore. At this point, we're getting pretty far in discount. The weekly fair value gap is the draw on liquidity though, so, and also eventually this fair value gap too. This daily fair value gap at some point, possibly. Like, would you consider these relatively equal lows? I feel like you got, I know that's not like completely relatively equal because this swept this low, but they're kind of close, especially for like the 4-hour chart, right? So you're kind of like relatively equal lows. Like, was there an inverse for value gap trade here? Like, let's be real. Like, was there? Did we miss one? I just don't see anything. I just don't see anything we could have taken here. Yes, there's a 15 second, but like I'm not really interested in taking that. So, okay, we're probably gonna hit previous day's low here soon. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. honestly, it's kind of exhausting just watching, like, analyzing for like 2 hours straight. It gets exhausting. It gets really exhausting. We have news in 15 minutes. Alright, I might just take a break for a sec because that was exhausting. But you guys saw me predict that sell model. I mean, I could do Control Z and you'll see all that stuff pop up again. Right. I mean, I want that to pop up again. Here we go. You can see clearly, like, I predicted this sell model. Clearly, I said this was a sell model. I said this in my live stream right now, like a little bit ago. I said this was a sell model, and then what? Like, holy crap. Like, I would almost consider this a silver bullet, besides the fact that this was not the correct time. The 5-minute fair value gap needs to form between 10 and 11. So it's not really a silver bullet entry, but I've been studying up on silver bullet. I want to make a video on it soon. Essentially what you're looking for with silver bullet is, from what I understand, that could be wrong, but you want to see a sweep of some key, like a sweep of some key liquidity, whether it be like London's highs, previous day's highs or lows, previous week's highs or lows, previous hour's highs or lows. So you want to see like it swept, you want to see market structure shift, and then you want to see a retracement into a 5-minute fair value gap in between 10 and 11 a.m. for New York session. And that's the silver bullet model. And then you enter on that fair value gap and you target the clear draw on liquidity. In this case, like, this would be like kind of like a silver bullet is what I'm trying to explain. Like, this would be kind of like a silver bullet, except for the fact that this was not in the 10 to 11 time window, but you had a sweep of London's highs, right? Whoops. I meant to say, so sweep of London's highs. I meant to say this fair value gap, I'm pretty sure. This 5-minute fair value gap right here. So you've got S&T in this 5-minute fair value gap. I meant to say this fair value gap. And then you have your stop loss up here. So like this would be kind of like the silver bullet, right? Where like you get market sweep of London highs, market structure shift, 5-minute fair value gap forms. But the problem is, like I said, this is not between 10 and 11 a.m. New York time, so this would not technically be a silver bullet. But this 5-minute fair value gap did hold. There was an SMT here, so dang. Alright, so that previous day's low did just get hit. Would not be surprised if we go down to this weekly fair value gap relatively soon. But my weekly outlook so far is correct, which is pretty cool. But also weird that it's happening so early in the week. So I wonder. I wonder like what the rest of the week's gonna do then. I wonder if we're gonna possibly, maybe we'll just inverse this weekly fair value gap. It's totally speculation. I don't know, but the way we're reacting off this high and getting an SMT with on the weekly chart, it's just in reacting off the sell side inefficiency. Kind of seems to me like a red flag. We might just come down straight, possibly down to this daily fair value gap. This could be the first area that we really find support. Maybe let's be this daily fair value gap. This is totally hypothetical, but like just the fact that we got this SMT on the weekly chart, on the daily chart, or whatever you want to call it. It's like, so we haven't, like, it's not confirmed yet. So there's an issue that I have with like, like I keep saying SMTs are a thing, but they're not. SMTs are really not a thing until you get some kind of market structure shift, and then you can confirm, okay, that SMT did happen, right? So this SMT is not confirmed yet, but if this weekly fair value gap does inverse, then this will validate this weekly SMT, which will be really nice for bias, because then we can clearly determine that like this is the clear liquidity pool on the weekly time frame, and then hopefully our trades for the next week will be, the next couple weeks after that will be a lot easier, knowing that this is the weekly draw on liquidity, right? Like if this weekly inverses after this SMT, hopefully our trades just get a lot easier at that point. So I'm honestly kind of hoping this weekly inverses, just to make our lives a little easier for this for knowing the draw on liquidity. But we'll see. So if this weekly is gonna inverse, then I would just assume that it's gonna continue going down, and we're just gonna go straight to this daily for value gap. So, like, what fair values do we even have? Like, I just don't know if we're gonna get a break. I think we might just start dumping straight down to this. Like, the daily fair value gap genuinely seems like the target, because with that weekly SMT possibly forming, I would not be surprised if we inverse this daily fair value gap. Like that would be beautiful price action here. But the way we're reacting off of this high, the way we reacted off this mean threshold, the way we're reacting off this sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency, just tells me that price action could be bearish coming up here soon. So we're just dumping. We're dumping. We have news in 8 minutes. Yeah, we're almost at our weekly object, or not even. I don't even know what to call this. This is just like This is like a objective. I guess it would be unobjective, huh? This is unobjective, but like I could even see with how much we are dumping, I could see this daily fair value gap being like the weekly objective if we just blast through this weekly fair value gap. But we'll see how we respond at this weekly fair value gap. We will see. Holy crap. We are just going straight down. This is crazy. Ugh. Alright, I'm taking another break from talking because it's like kind of exhausting, but this weekly for Value Gap seems to be where we're going. Ugh. I genuinely don't know how I got 4 subscribers overnight. That's crazy. Oh, let's go. I got a follower on TikTok. What? He said, nah, that's music.
This right here is called an institutional order flow entry drill, also known as an IOFED. This happens when price very...
What does he mean? Nah, that's music. What does this guy mean? Nah, that's music.
Early taps into a fair value gap and gets an instantaneous reaction out of that fair value gap. So when can you expect an IOFED to happen? Well, if price is already pushed into a fair value gap.
Nah, that's music. I don't know what he means. I'm not gonna lie. But it's not worth even saying anything. Okay, we're almost at the weekly. We're already almost at the weekly for Value Gap. Guys, my weekly outlook was on point this week. My weekly outlook was like spot on. Go watch my weekly outlook. I literally said this weekly for Value Gap could be the drawn liquidity. And look where we are. Holy crap, we hit it already on Tuesday. I mean, this could be a really bearish week. If, like, let's say, like, we just keep running, because this is low resistance. If this is low resistance liquidity, this is low resistance liquidity. We could just start dumping. Like, this could just keep going. But once again, this is a weekly for Value Gap, so maybe we hold here for a little bit. I don't know. I genuinely am not entirely sure. But with how we are sweeping this high and how we reacted off that mean threshold, I could just see us just start to dump. So we got a high on the 18th. Oh wait, no, Monday the 30th, and a high on the 26th. Wait, guys. Wait, is this an SMT? Monday the 30th. This is a lower high. 26, 30. Oh, whoa. Guys. Yo. This is crazy. Wait. So, I think Friday, September 27th, 6 o'clock high. Okay, let's just make sure this is right. Friday, September 27th, 8:30 high. Monday, 21 high. Friday, wait, okay. Friday, September 27th, 9 o'clock. Friday, September 27th, 9 o'clock. Okay. Friday, September 27th, 9 o'clock. Friday, September 27th, 9 o'clock. And then, Monday, 22 o'clock. Monday. Yo, is that... This is a higher high, right? Whoa. That's like 3 different SMTs, guys. That's crazy. So you can see this was a higher high on the S&P. Friday, September 27th, 10 o'clock. Monday, September 30th, 22 o'clock. Friday, September 27th, 10 o'clock. Monday, September 30th, 2 o'clock, 22 o'clock. So lower high, higher high. That's crazy. You guys see this SMT here? This very high time frame SMT. We might genuinely just start the biggest dump of our lives with the stock market. Genuinely, because what is going on? Because think about it. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, let me get rid of everything because this is honestly just too much going on the charts, okay? We genuinely might just start dumping like the stock market's never seen before. This might be like start just really dumping because what did we react off of? The mean threshold of this order block. Perfectly, right? Reacted off the mean threshold of this order block perfectly. So mean threshold is the top of this market maker sell model, right? Then, what is this? This is a sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. We have reacted to this sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency, and we have swept out this previous month's high, right? So that's bearish. We closed back down on the weekly chart, on the daily chart. We closed back down and formed this swing high, closing below the previous month's high. So that is very bearish to me, right? Next case for why we might start dumping, right? You can see this is a weekly breaker block. You can see this is a high, low, higher high, lower low. This is a breaker block right here. Weekly breaker block. Pushed up into this weekly breaker block, and now we are starting a move down. Then, on the 4 hour, we got this SMT. This is an SMT. And then we got an SMT right here, I think. Lower high. No, not there, but we got an SMT here. We got an SMT here. 845. 8. Maybe not there. Where was it? Oh, it was right here. We got an SMT here. So anyway, crazy. What's going on now? Are we at the weekly gap yet? Almost. We're almost there. We're almost there. I need to figure out how I can get some more sleep because I genuinely don't get enough sleep. Yes, this could inverse, but I just don't feel like taking this. Like, if this inverse is cool, I'm just not. We're so far in discount, and Like, yes, this is the weekly fair value gap, but just, I don't know. I just don't feel like taking this one. We're just so far discount. I don't know. Oh, I'm tired. Analyzing the chart is exhausting. I would turn the heater off. Okay, just. Oh. What did this guy mean on my TikTok? Nah, that's music. What does that mean? I don't know. You just gotta stay on the charts until 9. Possibly not gonna take a trade today, I guess. I just didn't see anything. That's fine. I gotta be a better trader, you know. So now we could be possibly about to inverse this. I don't really care. It's not really a trade I'm taking. Okay, I'm interested to see how we react after this inverse. I'm just curious. This could be a trade if you wanted to take it. I'm not super wanting to take this trade. Like if this were to close without taking out the low, but we might go straight down to the low. Dude, I need to get enough sleep. I'm wondering what I should do to get enough sleep. Huh. So we did close below this gap. So I'm curious to see if we go down. Hit our weekly for value gap here. We'll see. Dude, chart time is everything. Like, I know that I'm like, I don't want to be on the charts anymore. Like, I'm feeling tired, but chart time is what makes you better. It really is. So, we are just about to hit our previous week's low. I'm actually not going to mark out the weekly for value gap. I'm simply just going to mark out our previous week's low here. Because there's no point in marking out the entire gap. We know that that's a fair value gap. But I will mark out this previous week's low, and it looks like we are about to hit it. So, previous week's low. Looks like we're about to hit it. So, yeah, I would not be surprised if we just continue dumping, honestly, very soon. Previous week's low, and I think we just hit it. I think we did just hit it, so. Yeah, this is a giant bearish S&T. I would not be surprised if we just continue dumping. Like, honestly, this whole week could just start dumping. It's very possible. So you could have taken this inverse for value gap, and it would have worked. Okay, and looks like we might be continuing down, so yeah. I feel like from like, I don't know, from a premium discount point of view, I feel like I want to see us like react off this weekly fair value gap and come back into premium or at least equilibrium of this range, right? So I want to see us like come back into this area, like, because we just hit this weekly fair value gap. At the very least, that should take us back into premium. I would at least expect, right? Maybe we just dump. That'd be crazy. Like, if we don't get any retracement at all, that'd be crazy. But we could get a reaction here. Maybe we'll get an SMT down here. No, it's just gonna be hard to get along because price really is so bearish. Like, in general, we are just probably gonna dump for maybe even the next week, who knows. But yeah, this is very bearish. Price is definitely one-sided. We have a 5-minute order block here. But we did just sweep previous day's low. So, I don't know, man. Tough. I mean, previous week's low. We have previous hour's high here. gonna get rid of that because we know that that is equilibrium. So we're sweeping previous. We're reacting off of previous week's low here. We swept that low as well. I just don't know how much of a retracement we could get, you know. Like, this is bearish. This is very bearish. OB. Maybe possible trade we could take would be, I know we're really far in discount, but there's a high, low, higher, high, lower, low. Yeah, we're pretty far in discount, so I'm not entirely sure. Oh my gosh, wait. Oh man, this is a breaker block entry. See this? Push back up into this breaker right here. Boom. Straight dump. That's cool that we noticed that, at least. It's cool that we at least noticed this high, low, higher, high, lower, low, break block. It's cool that we at least noticed. That's a breaker block. Like, I just don't know what kind of a trade we're even gonna get at this point. Like, maybe the market continues to the downside, but man, we've already been dumping for so long. Oh, guys, I'm just now coming to a thought is coming to my head. Okay, this is the Judas swing, right? So let's measure the standard deviations of this Judas swing here. From the low, or from the high to low. So the Judas swing, this is the final move up into that mean threshold, right? So honestly, yeah, I'm expecting at least this -1 to get hit. This -1 standard deviation is probably going to be that first area that we get some kind of support, honestly. You can see this lines up with a 1 hour fair value gap. So this is, you can see this would make sense. So the -1 standard deviation lines up with this fair value gap here. So maybe we could get a trade down to that. Like, I think that makes a lot of sense. Because this is the clear Judas swing. This is the final move up into that order block mean threshold. That was that high, right? And we got this giant bearish SMT, so we know price is in this bearish phase right now. This -1 standard deviation combined with this 1 hour fair value gap seems like reasonably where the market is trying to go right now. So we have to figure out our entry, right? Maybe we come up to this 5-minute fair value gap. Okay, here we go. I think we got an idea. This 5-minute fair value gap. Wait. Let's figure this out. If I measure this from premium to discount, uh-oh. I don't know if we're gonna come back up to the previous hour's high. That might be too far. What about from this low? Okay, maybe we're talking about we could get something above this here. We could get something back in premium. Okay, now we're talking. Yeah, this 5-minute fair value gap is just barely in premium. So maybe we get a retracement to this 5-minute fair value gap, guys. 5-minute FVG. Which this also lines up with a order block as well. Like this is an order block, right? Okay. I'm starting to like this. It's a bearish order block. So, and it's just barely in premium. So I would honestly want to see some kind of, so this is also a breaker block, right? So 5-minute fair value gap, this is a breaker block, this is an order block. I'd want to see a sweep of this high into this area here, into this area, and then I would want to see an inverse fair value gap back to the downside, and I think that would be very high probability, a very high probability short to target this fair value gap here. So if we get that, I will definitely take it. That seems very high probability, but will we get it? I'm not sure. But yeah, it would look something like this. Stop loss above the breaker block. Targeting here. This is just hypothetical, but this would be if we got that inverse fair value gap back to the downside. We'll see if we get it. We need to sweep this high. But this is a very clear order block and breaker block, right? This is a high, low, higher, high, lower, low. This is the breaker block. This is the order block. So we are coming back up. All right. Coming back higher, we're coming back higher. I want to see an inverse back down to the downside after taking out this high, going into this 5-minute fair value gap that's just barely in premium. That would be ideal. And then I'll take it down to this 1 hour fair value gap. And let's also measure the standard deviations of this Judas swing as well. We want all of these standard deviations to essentially line up. So, yeah, we want all these to line up. Yeah, so that -4, 4.5 right here. Okay, what about from here to here? Okay. What about from here to here? Yeah, guys. -4 to 4.5 is that fair value gap. So, interesting. Yeah. I think that this seems like a decent trade. If we can get a push back up into this fair value gap, which is in premium, coming off this order block. Now let's see what kind. So we are getting we are taking this high here. We are taking this high. trying to figure out if we can get some kind of fair value gap to form here. There's this 2-minute fair value gap. It's kind of small. We didn't quite hit this order block, which I don't like. Let's just see if we can maybe get another sweep into this order block. Maybe I'm too cautious, but I don't know. Rather be safe than sorry. I mean, we are very far in discount. It's the main issue, honestly. This is a bullish break block, so I would be very careful here, because this is a high, low, high, high, low. No, it's not. Wait, low, high, lower, low, higher, high. Oh yeah. So we could get a reaction off this breaker block and this fair value gap back up to here, maybe, and then maybe another sweep, and then boom. Let's just see what happens. Okay. Yeah. We're getting a... Okay, so you could take this. I'm not sure I'm going to, but... I don't know. We didn't quite hit that order block, but we did... I guess we hit this breaker block, huh? So, this high, low, higher, high, low, low. This breaker block. Kind of. Okay, yeah, if we get it, I'll take it. 41 seconds. We might not get our close. We'll see. But stop loss to break even would be at this low here. Yeah, if we close too close to this stop loss to break even, then I'm not taking it. Okay, this is tough. Yeah, looks like we might take it out. Alright, we're just gonna wait and see. Eight seconds. We closed too close. I don't want to take it, but this is not bad. I mean, theoretically, if you had the skill set to move your stop loss to break even in like 2 seconds, you could have taken this, right? I've just messed up before where it closes too close to this low, and I'm like, I just can't move my stop loss to break even in time. It's just too stressful. It's like it happens too fast, right? And so when that happens, I'm like, I don't want to touch it. I'd rather just stay away. Because it's just hard to, whatever it's called, to manage your position that fast and not mess up. But yeah, theoretically, if you enter here, move a stop loss to break even, right as this internal low gets hit, this would be a great trade because you basically get this move down risk. Like if we come down here, you could essentially get it risk free because you know you're going to take out this low. It's just hard for me to enter that fast. It's just like a very, very fast move down. I'm like, it's just hard to practically enter, and move your stop loss to break even. So I didn't enter this, but it looks like we're gonna get stopped out at break even if you were to enter this. So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this because we're not doing this trade here. But yeah, this closed too close to this low, so I did not want to do it. It is worth noting though that fair value gap mixed with that breaker block that we talked about did support price. Did it stop? Did it come back up to stop? Yeah, it looks like if you had moved your stop loss to break even here, you would have gotten stopped out. So it doesn't really matter that I didn't take it. Honestly, I'm fine with not taking it. But you can see clearly that this is very, very bearish, and it looks like this 1 hour gap is our draw on liquidity, and we could get there very, very soon here. So especially because look, this is the manipulation leg. Yeah, we're probably gonna run straight down to this -2 to 2.5 area. So dang. Okay. So yeah, this is tough. If this was like, because if this 1 minute wick wasn't here, this would be a 1 minute fair value gap, and then this 1 minute would have closed, and then this would have been great. This would have been a great trade on the 1 minute if this 1 minute wick, stupid green wick, hadn't been here, because then you could have entered off this inverse, and then you would have moved your stop loss to break even at that low. I mean, you would have got stopped at break even, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But yeah, this 5 minute fair value gap that was just barely in premium, with mixed with this breaker block, this did support price like we thought it would. So this was like a unicorn setup essentially, because we had the 5 minute fair value gap overlapped with a high, low, higher, high, lower, low. This is a breaker block. So 5 minute fair value gap overlapped with break block. High, low, high, high, low, low. Guys, okay, we have a breaker block right here. Maybe we'll get an entry off of this breaker block. And this fair value gap. This is kind of a propulsion block too. Think about it like this. Like this is like an order block, and now this is an order block. This is a propulsion block, guys. So we might just start dumping off of this. So if we can get a move back into this, what is this? Honestly, can we is this in premium of a certain price leg? Because if so, then we could gladly take this, honestly. It's not a premium of that. It's not a premium of that. We're pretty far in discount. That's all I'll say. But this, I don't know. 1 minute for value gap, breaker block. We might be just reacting off this order block here. Yeah, this 3-minute order block might just support price. Huh. I guess this is a 3-minute breaker block, actually. Okay. Three-minute breaker block, 1 minute for value gap. So we hit this breaker block. So theoretically, this could be a breaker block trade. But I'm not taking it. Okay, we're gonna move higher. It's also worth noting that we could just come up and inverse this, right? After sweeping, especially after sweeping this previous week's low. We swept previous week's low, so we gotta really be careful here. What was previous week's low? This? Yeah. If we come up close above this, this could be a market structure shift. Possibly, right? Possible market structure shift. But I do think that it's possible we react here. This is 1 minute fair value gap and overlap with this break block. I might take this 30-second inversion off of it. If we violate this 30-second fair value gap, then we should not. Then we should not go higher. Did we hit this fair value gap though? We did not. Oh, we did not hit the true imbalance yet. So I want to see us come up to this 30-second. But we might inverse this to the upside, at which point I'd be looking for some other kind of entry. Previous week's low is right here. So it looks like we are sweeping previous week's low, possibly. So. Did that form equal highs? Not really. It swept the high. Did it? I guess those are kind of relatively equal. Are those relative? Those are relatively equal. Okay, we just took them out. Okay. So yeah, I think if we get this 30-second inversion, I'll take it. But I'm moving stop loss to break even at literally this. It's gonna be hard to move my stop loss to break even, huh? I don't know. Might be hard, but we are getting reaction off this break block. It just depends where we close. If we close like right here, then fine. Maybe I'll take it. But if we close down here, then no way. I don't know. It's not really that great. I'm more hesitant than anything. And honestly, okay, it looks like we're gonna go back. It looks like we're gonna go to the upside. Okay. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah. We're going to the upside. We're sweeping previous week's low. So now, high, low. This could turn into a brick block. This move up here. We're sweeping previous week's low. I would love to see this become a market structure shift. Are there equal highs anywhere? What the heck? Where are equal highs? I don't know. But this could become a market structure shift. This could be an 11 a.m. reversal as well. It's getting close to 11. You can see this 3-minute for value gap inversed. So we'll probably hit this at least. Maybe we come and sweep this high. I don't know. It still seems like bearish for the most part. Guys, possible silver bullet entry, because the first fair value gap that forms between 10 and 11 is right here. Wait, silver bullet entry? Question mark? Because this is the first 5-minute fair value gap that forms between 10 and 11. So this is a silver bullet entry. Okay. And then, like, if we come up and sweep this high, that would be pretty cool. And we would hit this. Ooh, guys. High, low, higher, high, lower, low. Okay, we got this breaker block that overlaps with this silver bullet entry. High, low, higher high, lower low. So we swept buy side once. We got the macro from 1050 to 11. I mean 1110. Ow. So yeah, this is pretty clear that this is a high, low, higher, high, lower, low. This is a break block overlapped with fair value gap. Take this here. It's in premium of this tiny price leg. It's in premium of this tiny price leg. Now obviously it's in discount of this, but I mean this is a giant like on the high time frame, this is a giant massive distribution to the downside possibly. So I genuinely don't expect us to go super far in premium. Cause look. Like this was this giant SMT. So we might just barely get up to premium of this price leg and then distribute down. I don't know yet. I genuinely do not know yet. We'll see. Oh, SMTs, guys, let's check for SMTs. What are we doing? We're slacking. I keep forgetting. Okay. 1011, 1031. 1011, 1031. Okay. Lower low, lower low. Okay. 943. 10 o'clock. 943. 10 o'clock. Okay. 1001, 1004. Lower high. 1013, 1023. 1013, 1023. 1023, 1047. 1023, 1047. Okay, let's see. Possibly forming a lower high. We might not come up there and sweep it. Low, high, lower, low, higher, high. Okay, we have this break block here. Mixed with this price action looks good, so well, let's just stay on the charts. Looks fine. Let's figure out what other macros we have. Dang it. So yeah, this is since this is such a giant move down, since we got this giant SMT here, I'm okay with a short down all the way down here because this is a giant SMT and this was another SMT. So since we got that, I'm okay with a short down here. The giant S&P. We closed above the mean threshold of this order block, so I am anticipating us to come up and get this silver bullet entry. I really am. I think that makes a lot of sense, but we'll see. So this is a break block. Oh, this is a 1 minute for value gap right here. Okay, so here's the unicorn setup. This is the 1 minute for value gap overlapped with the breaker block. We got, I don't know if you consider this a market structure shift, but anyway, we'll see how this holds. Oh, 6 minutes until 11. I don't know if we get a trade today. Watch this. I wonder if you could do this. I'm just curious if this would work, because this is a unicorn setup, so I feel like I'm just gonna get rid of it. I can see that working. Yep. See? Should have kept it. Every time I keep it, it doesn't work, and every time I don't keep it, it does work. So now that I put that there, it's probably gonna go back down. This is a macro, so 1052.1110 is a macro. So I feel like this should go. Are these equal highs? Oh man, this is a good trade, but it's not my model, so I don't care. But these are like relatively equal highs. I don't know. Maybe it's not a good trade. I don't know. We'll see. Genuinely just kind of want to hop off the charts. I'm getting kind of tired. Stayed on here for a long time. I did not get a trade. Yeah, I think I'll end the stream at 9. I don't care that I didn't trade today. I just didn't see anything, and I don't feel like staying longer because yes, this could be silver bullet, whatever. I just probably will be because I'm gonna leave, but I've stayed on the charts for long enough, so I'm gonna get off. In 2 minutes. What an annoying day. I don't know. Like, in hindsight, were there any trades? Like, were there? Like, in hindsight, we swept London's highs, we came down, we had our market structure shift, we had our SMT, and then this was the BPR trade I was talking about. But this BPR trade was not within my model, so it's not like I'm mad, right? This BPR trade was not within my model, and there was no inverse for value gap all through here. So, like, yes, this is a great BPR trade, and I would have taken this. If I trade BPRs, I would have totally taken this, but this isn't my model. But it's good to be able to predict stuff like this BPR entry. Like, you could have taken it and could have gotten some pretty good risk reward on this, honestly. I mean, wow. But like I was saying, it's not like Yeah, if this is not model that I really trade, so I just didn't enter it. But as I get more experience and as I get better, maybe I will consider taking these kinds of entries. So it's just not exactly always straightforward. But then after that happened, there's not really any inverse fair value gaps. And then we held this fair value gap. So like this could have been a trade as well. Yeah, I'm not sure how you would have known for sure this fair value gap would have held, but I guess there was this, I don't know. Not exactly clear. So I just don't feel like there were a ton of opportunities for trading inverse fair value gaps for today. I just don't feel like there were a ton of opportunities. Someone can let me know if that's not the case, but anyway. Yeah, I'm going to call it for today. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.